Hello and welcome to this very special video. Today I'm joined by the absolutely fabulous Beverley Elliott, who plays Granny on Once Upon a Time. Welcome Beverley to CruellasFurCoat, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Joe. My pleasure to be here. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching.
So I'm here in Vancouver, and it's actually been really hard to pin you down this week. You've been filming quite a lot for the mid-season finale of Once Upon a Time, and if there's one word which you could describe the action that's taken place on set this week, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, one word. It's elaborate.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
that's
that one word? It's hard to put it in
massive,
one word.
just-
It's massive. Yeah. It's elegant and beautiful, if I can add two more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I can't give away any secrets, of course, because I'll get, although that doesn't seem to matter on this show. You can get killed and then you're back again.
Back in the next episode.
4 episodes later. But I love Adam and Eddie wrote this episode, and I love what they've done. I think it's very smart, and it seems to take you back home in a way. I'll just say that.
Fantastic.
The feeling of going back home.
Are we returning to the Enchanted Forest, maybe?
I can't say anything
Can't
else.
say
Can't
anything?
say else.
Just
That's
teasing
just
it
a
out.
feeling. It might not be literal, but a feeling.
Fantastic. But the main theme of this half of the season has been the land of untold stories.
Right.
And one of the biggest untold stories we've had since the start has been, of course, Granny's backstory, which we've yet to see, really.
I know.
And if there is a portion of Granny's childhood or maybe her history that you'd really like to explore, what would that be?
I just think it would be so cool if we could do Granny at a younger age, say maybe 30, 40, 50, somewhere
Because you
where
could totally pull that off.
I know,
Can
where
you
I could
see?
use my red hair,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
And the story, like my whole family was killed, or my husband's family was killed, who I was living with, as we learned in Red Handed, right?
Yeah.
Story.
Maybe see Granny as a wolf, because today she obviously doesn't have her powers
Right,
anymore.
just a little
Just
bit
a
of
bit of smell.
smell and
Sensitive hearing.
what was that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something that's always intrigued me is that everyone just calls Granny.
Granny.
But
Yeah.
does she? Do you know if she has a name? Do you have a name in your head that you maybe call her by, or is it just always Granny or Widow Lucas?
One day on set, I was working, I think, with all 7 of the dwarves, and a few other people. It was a big cast, and that topic came up, and we were saying it has to be an older name, like Esther or what else do we have? Grace is kind of soft. It was kind of a name with some substance,
Yeah,
like
Muriel.
Muriel,
There you go.
Hazel, something
Kind of
of that-
elegant, an elegant, but feisty name.
Yeah, has some gumption.
So if we look back at season 5, obviously we had Megan Ori return for a couple of episodes,
Mm.
and that big storyline was her relationship with Dorothy.
Right.
And we have yet to see Granny's reactions, like if she knows even about it. And how do you think Granny would react to her granddaughter's new true love?
I know, I was kind of a little bit like, why don't I get to have a reaction?
Exactly.
It was so prominent early
Yeah.
on how I felt about Red and what was going on, and I raised her all these years and had, was very strict with her. But anyway, that was just left off the table. My reaction, I think it's great. I think it's really great in the writing. As an actor, Beverley, looking at the script, but as Granny in the story, I think Granny would totally accept her relationship, because I think love is love,
Yeah.
and Red has had such a complicated past and kind of a sketchy past that I think if she's found a place where she's happy, I would just embrace that.
And it's these 2 fantastic, strong, powerful women
Yeah.
characters coming
Yeah.
together. And you could really see, I think that was a really magical episode with their...
I know, and I thought it was timely, and I just thought it was so smart, because in the LGBT, I always get the letters wrong.
Yeah, that's right. LGBTQ+,
DNA,
everything. I just add a letter these days.
I'm from the 80s, where we just said in the gay community was how
Uh-huh.
we just, but it's a much broader community that's being involved. So to be respectful, absolutely respectful. The word Dorothy, you would say, everyone says, are you a friend of Dorothy? Are you a friend of Dorothy? So I just thought it was so clever that Adam and Eddie chose to make Dorothy a gay character. So that was great.
And then over the past few seasons, you haven't had a great deal of screen time with Megan. Do you really
No,
miss her on set?
no.
Is it a big kind of...
Well, I usually feel when Megan's coming back, oh good, then we're going to have some stuff together, but it's not necessarily
No, not
so.
really.
No, what can you do? I'm grateful I'm still in there 6 seasons later,
Yeah.
and from the pilot till now, and so I in the beginning it was like, I want more, and what about me, and you know what, they're writing the show the way it is, and there's so many characters, and there's
Exactly.
great characters, and people come and go and come and go. And so I just know that my character's kind of just, peppered throughout the whole thing. And
was there a moment back at the end of season 2 when Megan left, when you got thought, oh, maybe Granny's going to put on the back burner
totally.
now? Yeah,
Totally.
just like,
Wow.
going to leave me behind,
I think I even posted on Facebook, Beverly Elliott is available for work. And Adam Horowitz responded and he said, don't worry. I think it was just something that just went, don't worry, you'll be back.
Because of course we have Granny's Diner where lots of the big scenes take place.
It's like the heart
and
of
it's
the,
like
yeah.
anything, any old occasion, funerals, welcoming home parties,
I know. Honestly, like
anniversaries.
if I lived there, I would be going to the rabbit hole and find some other place to go.
Everyone forgets the rabbit hole's just there.
Yeah, but I have no complaints at all that everything happens at Granny's Diner, and then it kind of feels like the energy of my character and is still there.
Even if maybe Granny isn't.
Yeah.
She's always in the back making her lasagna. Where did all these ingredients come from in Storybook? It's cut off from the whole world.
How do people have cutting edge fashion? The newest beautiful clothes. Belle's always dressed like $1 million.
Emily's got her heels on and everything. It's
yeah.
like, how does she get them?
I don't know. People have cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just phone up and go, "Hey, President, somebody come and help us."
We went back to the Underworld last season, and if there's one character that you could personally bring back to life from the show, who's died or somehow over the past few seasons, who would that be?
A character.
Not Sean. You know he's coming back.
I know. It's so great. People love Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
And his energy's great on set. He's very funny. I don't know. Who would we bring back? I get more Granny, more Ruby.
They're not dead, come on.
Yeah, we're not dead. No.
Unless we don't know something.
No, we're not dead. I think the deal is because it's Disney, they can't really kill iconic Disney characters.
Mm-hmm. All the villains, obviously, but they're villains. You can do what you want with villains.
We don't need to have them back. Although Victoria Smurfett is fantastic.
As much Victoria as we can have.
She's great.
And maybe a bit more difficult question to flip that on its head. Who do you want to get rid of right now? Who doesn't need to be on the show any longer?
Well, terrible.
Not in terms of the actors, the characters.
The characters?
Who's getting on your nerves?
Nobody gets on my nerve. I can't separate the personal from the character.
Exactly.
Because I know them so well, and I just don't want the headlines to come out. Granny wants Belle gone.
I know so many fans
true.
that love Robert Carlyle, but really don't like Mr. Gordon, find him manipulative, and don't really understand his intentions a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But of course we love Bobby Carlyle.
I know. I couldn't say that. I just worked with him yesterday, and it's like, no, there's no way. I don't think I can answer that. Zelina is crazy. Her energy is fantastic, and she's hilarious. But I don't really have any work with her. My character isn't really.
Of course, yeah.
Her, although she's stirring up all kinds of trouble.
So let's talk a little bit about Sean returning. Do you know how that happens? I'm not asking how it is, but do you know how it happens?
I know. Yes.
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 So we do find out relatively soon. That's exciting.
Yes.
I know lots of fans are really, really excited about it.
Yeah. How did it leak? How do you guys know?
They announce it on websites, probably. Adam even tweets these things sometimes.
Okay, so they're just stirring up.
They're just trying to get you excited a little bit.
Yeah. How about Jamie?
Dornan?
Jamie Dornan.
It's been a long time. He's too busy off on 50 Shades.
I know. 60, 70, 80 Shades.
Exactly. Even though it's in Vancouver. They film here in Vancouver as well. So there's always a chance. It's like with David Anders.
I know.
On iZombie. He gets in those
nice.
little scenes sometimes.
Yeah.
That's
so nice to have. And I just think it's great that they do have people come back. Like Giancarlo Esposito. Mm-hmm. He came back.
Oh, he did for the 100th episode.
100th episode, yeah. He's wonderful. We spent time at a convention in London, and lovely man. So I'd like to see him back.
It sounds like you guys have an amazing kind of relationship as cast members, and you have I'm sure there's some stories from set. What's a really memorable moment that stands out to you?
On set?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love the episode when Emma and Henry were driving off in the van. In the yellow Volkswagen.
And you guys are all there at the town line.
We're at the town line, and we're sad because they're leaving, and we're all crying. And it was just one of those days, the days when there's a big cast on set. I know a lot of people find that hard, but for me, it's fun because I like people. It's just hard in a way because it's a longer day and there's a lot to be done. But with that big cast, and we're all standing there crying and waving goodbye. And then they yell cut, and we're like, okay, so anyway, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know. And then,
Carry
oh
on
my
the
God, I
conversation.
don't believe that. And they go rolling. And like people are sincerely,
It was a
earnestly
really
crying.
emotional scene though.
I
wasn't
know,
it?
I know. So
It's so shocking as
after a
well.
while, I just, you just start laughing because it's so funny. We're just flipping on a dime into real, earnest, sincere. I'm crying because I'm watching you leave, and then you're just joking and being rude. And coarse. Oh my God, the language. It's fun.
You know what I hear actually? Rumours about the scripts of Once Upon a Time being quite expletive.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
The
is that
writers.
true?
Yeah. In the stage directions. So there'll be the dialogue between the two people, and they'll go, "Hold on to your hats, folks. It's true. This is gonna blow your mind." Like
That's incredible.
and it's what you're feeling. But Adam and Eddie or Jane or whoever's writing that episode, they write it in there. It's usually Adam and Eddie. I think that the
They're
language
just like-
comes in. That's right, folks. We'll see you in fucking March. And the first time I got a script like that, I thought it was so funny because I'd never seen it before, and I've been in the business for 30-some years now.
It's just that little touch
Yeah,
that they put on there.
It's great. It's great.
Seems fantastic.
Yeah.
So you've now been in over 50 episodes. Can you believe that?
I can't believe that, and I know someone told me that the other day. I actually haven't been counting, but I probably should for my social media.
Put that on your Twitter bio.
My
50
star
episodes.
Power, my star power. Yeah.
So you've worked with a lot of cast members, but who would you really like to work with more in the future? Is there anyone out there that you've not quite had enough screen time with, you feel? I'm thinking I'd love to see you interact with Emma Caulfield, the Blind Witch. Maybe if she ever came back to life, and fighting over diner wars.
Working
Diner
in my
wars.
diner, taking over. She left in a
Really?
mess. Pig, what a pig she was.
So I imagine they use the same sets for that.
Yeah,
So
it was the very same
yeah.
set. Yeah. When someone told me, because I hadn't been in to the underworld, and they said, yeah, the Blind Witch is running Granny's, I was like, what? What? Why am I not there?
Yeah.
But no, it was great. It was great. To
Imagine
hear.
her
Yeah.
heading down to the underworld, Granny heading down there and bringing her crossbow,
Yeah.
and like, get out of my pub.
Get out of here. Get out of my diner. I love Ginny and Josh. I love their characters. I think Ginny is an amazing actress. Everybody is. Like really, when you're not in the scene, if you're in the scene, and even if I don't have lines, I'm just standing there watching these people, and they're just. It's such a privilege to be on a set where people are so professional. And right now, holy, Lana has so much to do.
Incredible.
Oh my God, and she's so good.
She's just another level evil queen right now.
Yeah, and acting with herself.
Mhm.
They bring in another actress to be the person so she has someone to talk to, but then to flip the scenes. Like going through the script, there's pages of dialogue where she's just
her talking to herself.
So at home learning that, I just think, oh my God, if I say this, then I'll say this, and then if I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that.
So Once, of course, films entirely here in Vancouver, and you have lived here since before the show started?
Oh yeah, I've been here since in the 1980s, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what's your favourite thing about living and working here in Vancouver?
It's just such a beautiful city. If you haven't come and visit us. It's so gorgeous.
I agree.
I've had the luxury, especially lately with convention and thing, to travel further, and I love urban cities. But when you go to some of the smaller cities, and it doesn't have, like, we have everything that a city has to offer, but it's plunked in the middle of this gorgeous skyline, like the mountains and the ocean and the trees and the fresh air. And when I go away, I always come back and go, oh my God, it's just so beautiful.
You miss it.
And we have the best airport. Very proud of the airport. And I just like going to work and then coming home, and my daughter's there, and it's home.
So let's talk a little bit about Sink or Swim.
Oh, hey.
Your show, which was playing a few weeks ago now. I have some friends here in Vancouver that were lucky enough to see it. I thought it was fantastic. I'm really jealous of them for getting to see that.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you based it on your childhood and these childhood stories and songs. Why did you choose that?
I don't know. It's funny. I joined a writing group about 5 years ago, and all women, and it's just come in and write. Most people were writing plays. I just started writing monologues, and I wrote pivotal moments in my life, things that I remember where a change happened, or I had learned something brand new about the world. And I wrote about 20 different monologues over the course of 4 years. And then I cut them into two, or split them into two, and did 2 shows. The first one was called Didn't See That Coming.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
9 monologues, and they were all about, most of them were about bumping into a stranger and then having your life completely changed.
Oh wow.
And that's why I said didn't see that coming, where you're
Mhm.
blindsided, like, oh my, sometimes you leave your house and then you have
Just an
the
amazing
most
turn of fate.
insane day.
Yeah.
And one of them's at a wedding, one's at a funeral, one's in a hot yoga class. Just where you just think, I'm going about my business, and then somebody comes in and just changes things around. And sometimes I acted well, and sometimes I didn't. So it's. But I had a life lesson, a change of how I live in the world or see the world. So that was the first story. But interspersed while I was doing all this writing, I kept writing these stories of when I was a kid. And between the ages of 5 and 6, I just have this crisp memory of leaving home, not leaving home, but going from home, the safety of home with just Mom and I, on a farm where it was very, very, very simple, into a 1-room schoolhouse. So I wrote it, and it's through comedic eyes, definitely. Yeah, and then I wrote songs to go with it and put it together, and it became a second show.
Okay.
So yeah, it's great.
And so yeah, so what's next then? Another show?
Well, I'm
Anything
going
else?
to tour this one a little bit.
Okay.
I think I do have one more that I want to write, and it's going to be kind of balls to the wall.
Oh, fantastic.
The raunchy one. It's going to be
the
the
one,
raunchy
one,
one.
yeah, the other one out, just a little bit
Yeah.
more ballsy.
I used to sing in gay bars in the 80s, and I was like, and my heroes were like Judy Garland and
Cabaret
Bette
and all
Midler
that, yeah.
Yeah,
Big
Liza
show
Minnelli,
tunes.
those guys. Not sort of big show tunes, torch songs more so.
Okay.
But fun songs, comedy songs. So I feel like I want to do one more that's more in that vein. That's a bit, a little off color.
I'll have to definitely try and catch one.
That one.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
find out the dates and book a trip over here. So I'm going to read out a couple of just words or phrases. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Without thinking.
Okay.
Okay? Fairy tales.
Once upon a time.
Colin O'Donoghue.
Flirt.
England.
Book of Mormon.
Oh.
I went to see Book of Mormon there. It was just so, that night was
London,
great.
yeah.
With John Carlo and Rebecca and Mark.
Oh, wow.
And England, it just, class.
Lasagna.
Grannies.
Adam and Eddie.
Career. They've given me a big chunk of my career.
Dwarfs.
Hilarious.
Josh Dallas.
Flirt.
Your fans.
Fantastic. Awesome. Devoted. The word I have too is I'm always just surprised, I'm just surprised that this is the first time I've been in the world of fandom.
Mm-hmm. And conventions and all this.
Yeah. So even though I've been doing it for 6 years, it still feels new and surprising, and I'm just so grateful, really grateful and honored to have this kind of
It's so exciting still going
relationship.
To see
Because it's a different kind of relationship than you have anywhere else in your life, so yeah.
I know a lot. Oh yes.
Way more than one word. Granny can't count.
And finally, Cruella de Vil.
Oh, evil.
Fantastic. So just to kind of finish off, going into these next few episodes of season 5, is there anything at all you can tease or make, just make tuning in every Sunday a little bit more exciting?
I just think they're everybody has a different opinion about what's their favorite season. Some people say, like my boyfriend, he goes, I love the Peter Pan that segment. He goes,
Season 3.
That's my favorite. And I've heard other people go, oh, I didn't even watch that. I just went right to Frozen, and people go, I don't like Frozen. So it goes in waves, and it's all personal taste, like everything. But I think right now I feel like we're kind of like, we're in a very cool place. We're kind of bringing it back. I keep saying bringing it back home.
Like season 1 feel? It does feel a lot like season 1 with these kind of stories of the week. It's been a different story every week, basically. This season.
Which
is kind of
like
different.
that.
It's not just Frozen or just Peter Pan,
That's what it is, yeah.
Because we do have Cinderella and Jekyll and Hyde, and it's like every week's new different characters.
And we're seeing a lot of the characters from season 1, so that to me too feels like bringing it back
Raphael
home.
and everyone.
Yeah, and there's more. So.
Oh.
So I just keep tuning in.
Teasing it all.
Don't give up on us, because I think that Adam and Eddie are on fire again.
As always.
The flames have been fanned. Not that they weren't, but it's just it's in a really ignited place. Great. Thank you guys for being amazing
Thank you
fans.
so much.
Amazing.
Thank you to you, Beverley, for coming along and always
Thank
being
you.
around. And if you want to catch Beverley at conventions next year, you're all around the US and
I'm doing a ton with creation.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm going to Barcelona.
Barcelona and Paris, I believe, as
And
well.
Paris.
That's exciting.
That's
You
huge.
jet setter.
I know. Who knew at this age? Oh yeah, I'm taking a flight to Paris after Barcelona.
I'm Joseph Worthington.
And I'm Beverley Elliott, and this is Cruella's Fur Coat.
Be sure to subscribe for more Disney Once Upon a Time videos and don't stay away too long.